Xun'er is safe for now, Xiao said firmly as he gazed at the divine soul seal in his hand. Then, with a flick of his finger, he stored the seal within his supreme sea to nurture it. He added, with this divine soul seal, as long as Xun'er is within 100 million miles, it won't be difficult to sense her. Are you heading straight to the 10,000 pill continent now? Cai Lin asked from the side. Yes, Xiao replied. Xun'er may be fine now, but that doesn't mean she'll remain safe. I must go. Turning to Cai Lin, he continued, you should stay here. Many matters in the world of the Do domain are still unresolved. Among those here, only Elder Long Yuan can accompany me. Hearing this, Cai Lin glanced at Xiao and said, I already knew I'd be of no use. Xiao chuckled. You're the lord of the Do domain. I've already prepared myself for this. Besides, I don't mind taking your orders for a change. I haven't fought someone of my caliber in centuries. My bloodline, a fusion of true dragon and primordial ancient dragon, has grown cold. Long Yuan laughed and then instructed a few Earth Supreme Elders behind him. Prepare the teleportation array. The 10,000 pill continent is tens of billions of miles away, and the vast sea in between offers few places to rest. Build a massive array that can directly transport us to the 10,000 pill continent, or at least close to it. The elders nodded and replied, the clan has an old large-scale teleportation array. Expanding it slightly should suffice. Leave it to us, it won't take long. As the elders left to prepare the array, Xiao turned to Cai Lin. When Elder Gu Yuan arrives, tell him I'll bring Xun'er back safely. No matter how strong the opposing force is, I won't let Xun'er suffer even a single scratch. Understood. Cai Lin nodded. Then she added, by the way, don't forget one more thing on the 10,000 pill continent. I know. Xiao smiled faintly. You're thinking of finding a pill that can heal Xiao. If I can't find it, I'll make it myself. You're hopeless as a father, Cai Lin replied, rolling her eyes at Xiao. But then, her tone softened. Make sure you come back safely. Otherwise, I won't forgive you. Don't worry, I'll be fine, Xiao assured her with a faint smile. Then, as if struck by a sudden thought, he asked hesitantly, actually, there's something a bit awkward. Could you help me with it? Cai Lin smirked. Oh, even the great Flame Emperor has awkward moments? Go on, spit it out. Glancing around nervously, Xiao leaned close to whisper in her ear. As she listened, Cai Lin's expression changed, and her fist tightened before she punched Xiao in the stomach. Hey! Xiao exclaimed, caught off guard. He was at a loss for words as Long Yuan and the others nearby instinctively took a step back, their expressions clearly saying, we won't get involved in a couple's quarrel. If you don't want to help, fine, but don't hit me, Xiao grumbled. I'm not doing it, Cai Lin shot back. All right, I'll handle it myself, Xiao relented. You're not going either, Cai Lin said firmly. Their exchange left everyone around them bewildered. They couldn't help but wonder what Xiao had said to provoke such a reaction from Cai Lin, and to see the imposing Flame Emperor so helpless. About half an hour later, a crisp bell rang out from outside the Dragon Hall. Xiao and Long Yuan immediately soared into the air, heading out of the hall. As they reached the giant square in front of the Dragon Hall, they were greeted by a dazzling light. The sound of flowing water echoed throughout the heavens and earth. This phenomenon was caused by the spiritual energy in the air reaching an incredible density. Xiao looked ahead and saw a massive super teleportation array spanning tens of thousands of feet, divided into 3 layers. The array felt familiar to him, and he soon realized it was similar to the 3-layer teleportation array the Western Heaven Palace had used to transport him from the Western Heaven Realm to the Central Heaven Realm. As Xiao approached the array, a figure descended from the sky and reported to Long Yuan, Clan Leader, the teleportation array is ready and can be activated at any time. Can it transport us directly to the 10,000 pill continent? Long Yuan asked. Yes, it can reach the 4th ring of the continent. The exact landing point is unclear, but it should be in the primordial sacred domain, the elder replied. The primordial sacred domain? Xiao interjected, the name sparking a memory. Isn't that the sanctuary of the primordial heavenly sovereign? Oh, You know of the primordial heavenly sovereign? Long Yuan asked, intrigued. Yes, Xiao Yin nodded. The primordial sacred flame, ranked 8th on the 100 million flames ranking, nurtured the primordial heavenly sovereign centuries ago. The sovereign was said to be an orphan raised by the flame. Under its guidance, he became a renowned heavenly supreme in the great thousand worlds. In a way, the primordial sacred flame is like his adoptive father. That's true, Long Yuan agreed. The primordial sacred flame long ago gave birth to a flame spirit. Together, they established a force in the primordial sacred domain called the Primordial Mountain. Interestingly, the only members of this force are the primordial sacred flame and the sovereign. Let's head to the primordial sacred domain first, Xiao Yin suggested. Are you planning to subdue the primordial sacred flame? Long Yuan asked, surprised. No, I just have some business with the primordial heavenly sovereign and may need the sacred flame's help, Xiao Yin replied. Long Yuan didn't press further, sensing Xiao Yin had his reasons. All right, let's go. He led the way to the 3-layer teleportation array, with Xiao Yin following closely behind. Standing atop the array, Xiao Yin turned to Cai Lin in the distance and said, "The world of the Do domain and Xiao Lin's group are in your hands now." As Xiao Yin stepped into the array, it began to activate. The dazzling light was visible even a million miles away. "You'd better come back safely," Cai Lin murmured as she watched Xiao Yin gradually vanish. Then, with a colossal beam of light, the teleportation array whisked Xiao Yin and Long Yuan away, leaving Cai Lin and the elders of the primordial ancient dragon clan behind. Cai Lin gazed at the now empty square and whispered, "Whatever you plan to do, leave it to me." While Xiao Yin and Long Yuan traveled to the 10,000 Pill continent, the great domain of alchemical spirits on that continent was in chaos. In a vast mountain range marred by massive ravines, black rain poured from the sky, eroding even spirit beasts of the heaven-reaching stage. All the rain converged toward a supermassive chasm that divided the mountains. At the bottom of this chasm stood a colossal black divine tower, half submerged in corrosive black water. Despite the tower's defenses, golden refining fire dragons rising from its surface couldn't keep up with the flood of black water. Above the chasm, 3 shadowy figures cloaked in ominous black mist floated. This mist corroded everything it touched, a hallmark of the evil demon power wielded by the extraterritorial evil clan. "Those 2 women are putting up quite a fight," one shadow sneered. "That Qing Yinjing, the goddess of the Futu divine clan, must die this time. Evil ancestor went to great lengths to create this opportunity. No one from the primordial divine clan can save them now," another shadow said with a sinister laugh. "She's just a lower heavenly supreme. Is all this effort really necessary?" the third figure scoffed. "Don't underestimate Qing Yinjing. She's taken down a heavenly emperor-grade expert before." At their current pace, they were confident the black water would dissolve everything within 2 days, leaving no trace of their targets. In the primordial sacred domain, a land once barren but now brimming with life, a monumental mountain concealed countless secrets. At its base, a man ascended carrying 2 buckets of water. This seemingly ordinary man was none other than the primordial heavenly sovereign. For centuries, his days alternated between cultivation and menial tasks, per the will of his master, the primordial sacred flame. Halfway up the mountain, a tree twisted and transformed into the sacred flame itself, appearing as an elderly man with a benevolent smile. "Put down the buckets," the sacred flame instructed. "We have special guests. Let's prepare a proper welcome." The sacred flame touched the buckets, transforming the water within into 2 million drops of supreme spiritual liquid, their value immeasurable. Even the primordial heavenly sovereign frowned in surprise. Who could warrant such a reception? "They've already arrived," the sacred flame said, and with a wave of his sleeve, both master and disciple vanished. On a vast green plain in the sacred domain, a massive 3-layer teleportation array appeared, glowing brilliantly. As Xiao Yin and Long Yuan stepped out, they took in the natural splendor. "This is the primordial sacred domain?" Long Yuan marveled. "It's as the legends say." Xiao Yin examined the scene and added, "The primordial sacred flame embodies the principle of Tao, natural harmony. Unlike most flames, it doesn't destroy but restores. He picked up a blade of grass and summoned his imperial flame. The grass resisted the flame's intense heat, a testament to the sacred flame's extraordinary power. "This is just ordinary grass," Xiao said after burning it to ash. "But within it lies the essence of the primordial sacred flame. I seek not to possess, only to know." When these words came from the mouth of the primordial sacred flame, Elder Long Yuan, not far away, was momentarily stunned, looking at the primordial sacred flame with surprise. In this vast great thousand worlds, there truly existed someone who regarded understanding something as a lifelong pursuit. The primordial sacred flame existed solely to uncover the meaning of primordial. To pursue your purpose with the most perfect dimension embryo, such a thirst for truth is exceedingly rare in the great thousand worlds, Xiao said, listening to the primordial sacred flame. He smiled and continued, "I accept this deal. Heh, as the emperor of 10,000 flames, you mustn't forget your words." The primordial sacred flame replied with a faint smile. "Naturally. Besides, with your broad, worldly vision, helping you with this is a matter of course," Xiao said. "With such magnanimity, you truly live up to the title of Emperor of 10,000 Flames. One of the two great regrets I carry has now found a resolution," the primordial sacred flame said. "One of your two great regrets? Is it the pursuit of primordial?" Xiao asked. "Then may I ask what the second regret is, senior?" "Oh, you wish to know?" The primordial sacred flame's gaze narrowed slightly as he looked at Xiao. "The second regret, indeed, involves you, though you can refuse to hear it." Hearing this, Xiao furrowed his brows slightly. He hadn't expected that the primordial sacred flame's second regret would involve him. "Does it concern the Tuo-Shi ancient emperor flame, senior?" "It is indeed related to the Tuo-Shi ancient emperor flame. I was defeated by him thousands of years ago. Though I was less skilled, I still carry some regrets," the primordial sacred flame admitted. "If you have anything you wish for me to convey to the Tuo-Shi ancient emperor flame, please do not hesitate to say it. I may visit the Fire Spirit clan soon," Xiao said. "Heh, my regret requires no visit to the Fire Spirit clan to seek out the Tuo-Shi ancient emperor flame," the primordial sacred flame said. "It's quite simple. Primordial Heavenly Sovereign is my direct disciple, while you are considered the disciple of Tuo-Shi ancient emperor flame. Thousands of years ago, I lost to him. Now, thousands of years later, with you both meeting, this is the cycle of destiny." The primordial sacred flame's words left Xiao stunned once more. So, this primordial sacred flame wanted him to spar with the primordial heavenly sovereign. Nearby, Elder Long Yuan appeared somewhat helpless. Clearly, the primordial sacred flame held an extreme faith in the cycle of destiny. Before Xiao could rescue Xun'er, it seemed he couldn't avoid a clash between successors. "However, I won't ask you to fight without reward," the primordial sacred flame said. "Let's make a deal. If you cannot defeat my disciple, I will still accompany you to the great domain of alchemical spirits. But if you win, both my disciple and I will go with you. What do you say?" Hearing this, Xiao surprised Elder Long Yuan once again. Before the primordial sacred flame's words had fully settled, Xiao stepped forward with confidence and declared, "Very well. I accept the challenge." "Are you sure?" "I did say you could refuse," the primordial sacred flame asked. "If I cannot accomplish what the Tuo-Shi ancient emperor flame did thousands of years ago, I would have no face to seek him out in the Fire Spirit clan," Xiao replied. "There's some of the ancient emperor flame's spirit in you," the primordial sacred flame said with a smile. His figure flickered and vanished, reappearing atop a mountain on the far edge of the plain. Seeing him retreat, Elder Long Yuan exchanged a glance with Xiao who nodded. With that, Elder Long Yuan also withdrew to the edge of the plain. At the plain's boundary, atop a distant mountain, Long Yuan sat cross-legged and watched the events unfold. He knew why Xiao accepted this challenge, to prepare for the unknown dangers that lay ahead in the rescue mission. According to Xun'er, the enemy supposedly had only 3 heavenly supremes, but Xiao must have anticipated even worse scenarios. Thus, Strengthening their forces was critical. The vast azure plain was now empty, leaving only Xiao Yin and the primordial heavenly sovereign. Both faced each other calmly, their expressions placid. Xiao Yin held no contempt for the primordial heavenly sovereign. First, the latter had lived 5 or 6 times longer than him, making him a senior in both age and experience. Second, this would be Xiao Yan's first battle against a heavenly supreme since entering that level himself. My master allows me to duel only one person every 10 years, and I cannot lose, the primordial heavenly sovereign said, looking at Xiao Yin calmly. I fought my first opponent at 15, and since then, I have faced 27 challengers. I have lost to only 2. You will be my 28th. As he spoke, the primordial heavenly sovereign raised his hands and clasped them into a respectful salute toward Xiao Yin. Then, as a fiery battle intent surged across his previously calm face, his voice boomed like thunder. My name is Tai Pang, disciple of the primordial sacred flame, honored by all living beings, entitled the primordial heavenly sovereign. Seeing Tai Pang's fervent battle spirit, Xiao Yin grinned. Having lost only 2 battles out of 27, this heavenly sovereign was no simple opponent. Yet, as the first heavenly supreme opponent since his breakthrough, Tai Pang was the perfect challenge. Xiao Yin clasped his fists in return, and his voice echoed powerfully across the plain. I am Xiao Yin, from the continent of Doqi, disciple of the Tuashi ancient Emperor Flame, entitled the Flame Emperor. As their words reverberated through the heavens, Long Yuan and the primordial sacred flame felt 2 terrifying auras descend upon the world. These forces blanketed the plain and stretched millions of miles, shaking all living beings in the area. Heavenly supreme power wasn't contained within one's body but drawn directly from the heavens and earth, making these figures like walking dimension embryos, avatars of raw universal might. With a deep breath, Xiao Yin focused his gaze as Tai Pang's figure flickered into motion. However, instead of charging toward Xiao Yin, Tai Pang retreated while simultaneously extending his hand. Xiao Yin immediately sensed danger and withdrew, but he was a step too late. A colossal sphere of light, tens of thousands of meters wide, enveloped him entirely. The sphere's world twisted violently, and in the blink of an eye, Xiao Yin found himself tens of thousands of miles high in the sky. Before he could regain his bearings, a devastating punch tore through the heavens, descending upon him with pure, destructive force. Tai Pang clearly held nothing back. Boom! The earth-shattering blow struck Xiao Yan's upper body, shattering him and the surrounding space. Yet, as Tai Pang's face changed slightly, the broken figure of Xiao Yin dissolved into dazzling flames. The flames reassembled behind Tai Pang, where Xiao Yan's fiery form had already prepared a destruction flame lotus. Destruction Emperor Lotus. The fiery lotus pulsed with annihilating energy, causing the nearby space to tremble uncontrollably. When Tai Pang turned, the lotus was already closing in on him. With no time to evade, the lotus detonated, triggering a blast that reduced tens of thousands of miles of space to ash. Yet, when the flames dissipated, Tai Pang's Pango true form, born from the 12th Supreme Dharmakaya, emerged unscathed. How is this possible? Long Yuan muttered in disbelief. Tai Pang's expression remained calm as he said, Summon your Supreme Dharmakaya. Xiao Yan's brow furrowed, but he responded with a quiet, confident smile. Flames erupted from his body, shrouding him entirely. In the next moment, Xiao Yan's voice boomed with divine authority.